it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and guess what? It's the last day of September. It's the 30th, so it is our last day of Scraptember. Today's prompt is unusual size. So what I took this to mean was a size that I do not usually scrap in. So I scrap traditional 12 by 12, so I am doing a 9 by 12 for this layout. Now, I suppose it's a little bit cheating because I technically am doing a 9 by 12 milestone album for my son. I've only actually done one layout in it, so I technically, or two layouts, sorry. So technically I feel like it's still an unusual size for me. This is only layout number 3 that's going in this album. My son is now 19 months old, but that's okay. You can see I've got these milestone cards. So the card that says 4 weeks old today, and I am doing a photo for each of the milestone cards that I have in my album. So that's the way I've kind of set it up. And I think it'll be fun. So I decided to do a digital Project Life album for my son's first year. I just thought that would be good because I already did a family album for that year, and I just wanted to document more specifically about him, particularly with his medical condition, and I just wanted to have a lot more kind of journaling specifically about our early year and our start to life with him, and that it would be nice to have that more detailed book just about him. So I did decide to go a digital Project Life album. I'm still working on it. I'm nowhere near finished. I think I've done the first maybe 15 weeks of his life. So I definitely have a long way to go, but it's been a nice project to work on. And so I did decide to do some physical layouts for him, and just a milestone album. I think it was a nice touch, and I'm really looking forward to working on it. Hopefully I can get stuck into it a little bit more, but we never catch up on these projects, do we, as scrapbookers? So that is what I took this unusual size prompt to mean. Now today, for our very last day of Scraptember, of course we are joined by Laura Alberts because we have been collaborating all month long, and I'm super excited about that we got through the month together. And today we have a number of amazing guests joining us. We have the wonderful Lisa Brooks, who I am probably going to take a fair stab in the dark and say she will do a double page layout for this prompt. She is an awesome double page scrapbooker. If you're not already subscribed to her channel, definitely go and check her out, because if you are a double page scrapper, you definitely want to be following her for a double page inspiration. And then I believe Crafty Maggie is joining us today. Again, I know she's tried to join in for a lot of prompts, and life has gotten in the way a little bit. She's had to work a lot, so I don't know whether she'll be joining us today, but I will link her down below. And hopefully she gets a video up. And then on Instagram, we have Maliart, who is participating in this challenge as well. So everybody will be linked down below, so you can go and check them out. Now, this is a pretty quick layout because it didn't take that long. I am using More Than Words by Cocoa Vanilla Studio, one of my favourite collections by them. It might possibly be my favourite collection, but it's a big call. I love Daydream. I've not scrapped with it yet. I've just stared at it. But Daydream might possibly take over as my favourite collection, but prior to that it was definitely More Than Words. So I do have a soft spot for this. I don't have much left. I can probably make definitely one more layout, maybe two. It just depends how I use the collection. So I fussy cut all of these butterflies out of one piece of 12 by 12 paper that I had left. So I have a lot of butterflies. And I'm actually taking a bit of inspiration from a layout that I made a few years ago with this collection that kind of used butterflies sort of following a line down my page. And I've done the same thing here. I'm just kind of clustering the butterflies along that grey line that I have basically just off of the right hand side of my page. Sorry, just the right hand side of center. Does that make sense? It's just off the middle of my page. So I'm not doing a title or anything on this page because 4 weeks old today is kind of the title. As I said, it's a milestone album, so I think the milestone cards speak for themselves. And I don't do much embellishing. This, honestly, such a quick layout to put together. I do find 9 by 12s are much quicker in general because, it's such a smaller canvas to work with. But it's definitely a fun size, and I'm really looking forward to it. And it's so nice to look back on baby photos and reminisce about how tiny and cute your children were. I mean, Lincoln's still cute and he's still pretty small actually, but, he was very small when he was born. he was only 2.3 kilos, which is 5 pound 1, I think he was. So he was a little tacker, but he was so cute. And the snuggly cuddles, makes you want to have another baby, doesn't it? Yeah, look, so cute. So I'm just really kind of seeing how I might want to make this work. I thought about tucking butterflies in under the photo, but it just looked a bit too weird. It looked like they were coming out of my face. So I decided not to. And so I've pulled a couple of tiny word stickers. I think I put that sticker back. And I've got a couple of ephemera pieces, which I decide to add on. And I did find a little, what do you call it? Like a little tab that I did. It says love this. And I did tuck that under my photo near my face. So I've popped some foam on the back. Did I pop foam? No, I think I stuck them flat. I'm trying not to make this album too bulky because there's quite a lot of layouts I want to fit in. So I did definitely am not adding too much bulk to this. But I have added two little phrase. I think one says so adorable and one says, is it little moments maybe? And then I pull out some rhinestones, which I don't use very often, but I just felt like I needed a bit of bling. Got some pink rhinestones and I'm just scattering them down the center of my page. Now, I do make a boo-boo in a minute, and it might be a bit tricky to see on this because the video is sped up, but I definitely make a little mistake that, I'm going to have to go back in and reprint my photo. But for the purpose of this video, I wasn't going to do that again. The boo-boo kind of happens here. So I've covered my photo with some, they're actually the back of pack of dimensionals or adhesive foam, and I use them all the time for splattering. Now, the thing is, those bits are kind of a plasticky feel, and so the splatters don't actually dry on them. And when I pushed the splatters onto my photo, I have now gotten splatters all over Lincoln's face. You can see it in this close-up. So I will go and reprint my photo and swap that over because I don't want that to kind of, remain in the album like that. But I'm not going to redo the whole layout. I'll just tuck a new photo on top. So that's all right. Sorry about my barking dog, by the way. But we are at the end. So definitely go and check out Lisa and Crafty Meggie and Maliart on Instagram. And of course, Laura, thank you so much for joining us all month. We've had such a wonderful time. I hope you enjoyed watching us and you got lots of inspiration. And we look forward to seeing you in our next video next month. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.